Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel again. That sleep one gets me every single time. I forget about it and then it happens and then I'm just like sitting there thinking about it. Uh anyway. So I'm in another Yukimaro video today because one, I don't want to change my cartridge. Two, this is the most interesting route out of the two that I'm playing right now, and I'm not planning on editing it tonight because my I have there's something going on with my back and it's painful to sit at a desk for too long. So I'm just going to record 2 episodes and then go to bed. And then plus plus I have trouble staying up now I don't know why. When 2 o'clock hits, I'm gone. So and it's 11:20 already. So if I recorded an episode and tried to edit it, it would be like last night, where by the end of it, I'm completely exhausted and I'm unsure if I got all the edits cut properly, and I might even upload the wrong video again. So we're going to record 2 episodes today, and then I'm going to go to bed, and then I'll edit it tomorrow and put one out. And I think that'll be a better strategy for one. I don't have to sit at my desk for longer than 2 hours because editing takes longer than an hour. It takes like an hour and a half. So that would be like 2.5 hours. And two, I don't get sleepy while I'm reading. I only get sleepy while I'm editing. So I won't fall asleep while reading. I mean, I do fall asleep while reading, but it's reading stuff on my phone where I'm laying down and it's in my brain. I'm not speaking it out loud. That's the only way I fall asleep. And the good side of this is after I finish recording these 2 episodes, we'll be halfway through Yukimaro's own personal route. There's 4 chapters total, and I'm going to be doing 2 chapters this time. And then I'll get back on Raoul, and I'll do a whole bunch of Raoul to get him kind of caught up too. Anyway, after this bird chirping, the next day, I haven't had a good night's sleep in ages. Today, I was supposed to research my career path, but I wonder where we'd end up going. Oh, yeah, he's going to take her somewhere, wasn't he? He closed her computer and he was like, sometimes the best research is not researching or going out. I don't know what he implied, but I kept thinking about it as I got ready. Once done, I headed down to the living room. Once there, I saw Koharu was in the kitchen preparing breakfast. I'm sorry, let me help.
いや、いい。もう終わるからな。だから座って待ってろ。
Feeling guilty, I did as I was told and sat down. I think it's Sunday, right? Because she said she had another day off the next day. I glanced over to see Yukimaro and Toka, both engrossed in watching Totodamaro on TV. Koharu brought breakfast over to the table, and a delicious scent wafted through the living room.
今日も進路先を探すんだろ。家で調べたりするのか?
No, actually. No, I made plans to go out with Yukimaro. He said something about our mission being to find my dream or something.
なんだそりゃ。あいつに任せて大丈夫なのか?
I'd like to think he has a plan, but honestly, I couldn't tell at this point. Felt like things would work out in the end as long as I was with Yukimaro. For some odd reason, I always feel hopeful when talking to Yukimaro about my career path. I'm not sure why though.
ま、言いたいことはわかる。
Koharu glanced at Yukimaro, who was still watching Totodamaru. Wow, the fact that Koharu gives Yukimaro that kind of face means something. He's not glaring at him. His gaze seemed filled with warmth, and that sparked something in me. Oh. Thinking back on it, you and Yukimaro were friends before all this, right? How long have you known him? Back to sourpuss. Koharu's face seemed to twitch, his expression quickly turned to one of annoyance.
友達じゃねえ。腐れ縁だ。
Oh, really? Koharu didn't seem to like my assumption, but I didn't get the impression that he hated him. Still think those two get along at the end of the day. Koharu seemed to notice my gaze before shaking his head.
遠い昔、あいつに会ってな。でっけえ木の上で鼻歌を歌ってるのがいたんだ。
Standing on a tree. Was it Yukimaro?
ああ、耳障りだったから、うるせえぞ、下手くそって言ってやってな。
Shut up, you suck. That was so mature. So they haven't changed a lot, huh? I guess they've always been at odds.
その後、あいつが俺に言った言葉を今でもしっかり覚えてる。
Koharu seemed lost in memories as he watched Yukimaro. His gaze seemed so kind and warm. You're not gonna tell us what he said. How dare you? Felt my heart glow as I watched him, but Koharu's expression abruptly changed. He then suddenly slammed the salad bowl onto the table.
あいつはこう俺に返してきたんだ。ムー、神の歌声であるぞ。下手くそと言うなら、お主が歌ってみせろ。
Yay, we got to hear what he said.
ああ、やはり遠慮する。顔からして下手そうじゃ。耳が持っていかれかねん。
Wow, he said that. I could totally picture that. I couldn't help but laugh, and then I quickly realized something. Hey, wait. What did Koharu just say? I replayed his words in my head and something jumped out at me. Wait, a god? I was sure Koharu said god, and that Yukimaro claimed he was one. I know, right?
僕を呼んだですか？呼んでくれたですか？
He's so cute. Toka, who had been watching Totodemaru, came gliding over. Oh, no, I didn't mean you, Toka. I quickly waved him off, and Toka seemed rather shocked. I know, poor Toka, jeez.
僕以外の神を呼んだなんて。
Oh. I wasn't really calling for a god. Toka seemed so distraught that he was unable to hear me. His shoulders slumped as he floated out of the room. Oh, I feel bad now. I know, right? But it didn't stop me from turning back to Koharu. What you just said, are you telling me Yukimaro is a god?
なんだ、あいつから聞いてなかったのか。仲いいもんだから知ってると思ってたぜ。
And the truth comes out. He knew this whole time. This is the first time I'm hearing this. Is Yukimaro still a god? Because Yukimaro had always claimed he was a guardian spirit in training, I assumed he was born as a spirit. It was a simple question, but Koharu looked unexpectedly uncomfortable.
続きは本人から聞くんだな。
I know, we get to figure out who he is. Koharu quickly ended the conversation and headed back to the kitchen. I had no idea Yukimaro was a god. Come to think of it, he seemed different from the guardian spirits I'd heard in stories about. His kimono was lavish, which made all of it seem more believable. He's currently a guardian spirit in training, right? Did Yukimaro quit being a god? Is that even possible? I had so many questions, but Koharu simply sighed, shook his head, and handed me a bowl of rice.
お前になら話してくれるんじゃねえか。なんたって、雪丸のお気に入りなんだからよ。
You're the favorite. Favorite. Koharu knew Yukimaro for a long time, and he just called me Yukimaro's favorite. That kind of makes me happy. I couldn't stop a smile from forming and quickly tried to cover it with my hand.
主様。
Ah! Just as I was thinking of him, he had leapt up from behind, he hugged me, and I screamed.
なんじゃ、まだ食べ終わってなかったのか。そろそろ行こうかと思ったのだが。
She whispered in your ear. Guess Totodemaru's over. I managed to peel Yukimaro, who had wrapped his arms around me, off of me. I'm pretty sure this is bad for my heart. Please stop doing that. I spoke as calmly as I could, and Yukimaro pouted in response.
まあ、良いではないか。主様と我の仲なのだぞ。
お前な、あやかしと人間といえど、男女ではあるんだぞ。
At least Koharu is aware of this.
お前がそういう風に考えていないのはわかるが、こいつは年頃の女なんだから、もっと配慮しろ。
我だってお年頃だもん。
What does that mean? I'm coming of age too. Coming of age, what do they mean? Wait, you don't even know what he's implying for you. I wanted to ask the question, but Yukimaro was hurrying me to finish getting ready, so I rushed to finish my breakfast. No, I want to talk about it. Dang it. After I finished eating, I hurried to clean up and got ready to head out. I'm heading out.
小春、留守を頼むぞ。
ちょっと待て。雪丸、そのままで行くつもりか？こいつの隣を歩くんなら人間に化けろ。
おお、そうじゃったそうじゃった。
He's such a simple-minded, carefree guy, isn't he? Yukimaro clapped his hands and immediately transformed into his human form. We'll be on our way then.
ああ、雪丸をしっかりこき使ってこい。
Koharu is like really supportive of Yukimaro, like all of a sudden. He didn't like him throughout the whole commentary, and now he's like, yeah, take good care of him with a smile on his face. Instead of, what, hey dog, get rid of the spirit for me. I flashed Koharu a wry smile and left the house with Yukimaro. The sky was clear and the air was crisp. Yukimaro stretched out his arms as though feeling liberated.
良い天気で気持ちいいの。空がきれいじゃ。はて、どうして空は青いのだろうな。
Huh? Where did that come from? The sudden shift caught me off guard.
のう、主様。知っておるか？
Something to do with the dust around the atmosphere and sunlight.
これは違うな。
You sound so disappointed in you. Huh? What was that?
いやいや、こちらのことだ。では、出発！
But I was still explaining. I had no idea what was wrong. I was no expert in science, but I knew the basics. Puzzled, I watched as Yukimaro kept walking and then trotted after him.
Oh, Misa!
She's walking out alone with Yukimaro. What is Sayaka going to say to that? I heard a familiar voice from behind and turned to find Sayaka standing there in her uniform. Yeah, why are you in your uniform? You're in your uniform. Are you headed to school?
大学の資料を見にね。
After the incident yesterday, I was glad to see that she'd found her way. She looked very happy.
そちらは、ゆきまろさんでしたよね。
When is she going to tell her that this is the guardian spirit that's been with her this whole time? I want to see her reaction.
殿田丸の家族のさやか殿であったな。おはよう、良い天気じゃな。
The Lord of Tododamaru's family.
おはようございます。朝から元気ですね。これから二人でお出かけですか？
進路のことでな。
I always wondered what that word is that he's saying instead of yes. It sounds like he's mumbling, but I'm sure it's a word. He says it every single time. He doesn't say hi or like any of the phrases that I'm used to acknowledging someone with. Maybe someone can help me out here. Oh, I thought I could have Yukimaro help guide me through all this. I hope we can both find our own path.
実はね、行きたい大学は絞ってあって。
What? Already? We've only just got our new career path service yesterday.
興味があるところは前から見つけていてさ。って言っても、たまたまなんだけどね。
Sayaka took her phone out of her pocket and showed it to me. The screen flashed with a website of a college, a cult club.
オカルト関連で調べ物していた時に見つけたんだけど、このサイトよくできていてさ。私もこういう風に研究してみたいなって憧れていたんだよね。
So this is the college you're going to pick?
サークルが目的で入学なんて馬鹿げてると思うけど、私が好きで学びたいものって これしかないんだよね。
I knew better than anyone just how much Sayaka loved the occult. It wasn't a bad idea for her to study it in college. It was very her. I actually think that suits you, Sayaka. It might be hard to convince your parents about it, though.
それはどうしようって思ってる。まあなんとかなるでしょ。
Sayaka's smile betrayed not even a hint of doubt. Felt like she'll figure it out. I'm sure you will, Sayaka, and I'm here to support you. I can't wait. Sayaka gave me a dry smile.
私も楽しみではあるんだけど、一人ぼっちの大学生活を想像するとね、まだすごく怖い。でも私には必要なことだし、いつかは通る道だから頑張る。
Sayaka. Seeing her determination, I felt as though I was going to cry.
ねえミサ、昨日は本当にごめんね。私さ、あなたを聖銀大学に引っ張っていかないとって必死になっていて、でも心はモヤモヤしていて、あのおまじないでやっと気づけた。こんなことまでして私は何をやってるんだろうって。昨日あなたが来てくれて、お守りまで用意してくれて、それで目を覚ますことができた。あなたのおかげだよ。本当にありがとう。
Sayaka had been apologizing nonstop since yesterday, and it was nice to finally see her smile as she thanked me for the charm. I just wanted to see her smile. She was so kind, so bright, and so positive. That was the Sayaka I knew. You're welcome. I hope you can attend the college you truly want to go to.
私もミサを応援する。あ、そういえばミサの方はどうなの？
I still haven't decided. Maybe I can ask Sayaka for advice. I'm gonna say first, what do you think would suit me? I haven't figured anything out yet, but you know me pretty well, Sayaka. What do you think would suit me? I asked her for her honest opinion. I saw Sayaka cross her arms and think.
あなたに向いてるものか。何でも器用にこなすイメージなんだよね。運動以外は。
He sure does know me. Yukimaro, who had been listening quietly, looked at me and softly whispered to me.
主様、それは己で決めてこそなのじゃ。
主様
She caught that. Sayaka looked a bit put off by that. Oh no. Oh, he's been watching too much Tomorrow. It's rubbing off on him. You know, like that character in Tomorrow, he calls everyone master. Yukimaro loves that show. It was a stretch, but to my surprise, Sayaka bought it.
ああ、そういえば家臣のキャラにいたっけ？
I think I can go back up now. Alright, we're gonna say I'm still looking. Not yet. I'm still trying to figure out what's right for me, but I'm sure I'll find something. I looked up at Yukimaro. He seemed a bit surprised at first, but then smiled.
必ず見つかる。いや、見つけてみせよう。主様には我がついておるのだからな。
As he spoke, Yukimaro proudly puffed out his chest.
主様？
Good. Skip a little bit.
ああ、そういえば家臣のキャラにいたっけ？ゆきまろさん、棚田丸が好きなんですね。私も小さい頃から大好きで、だからうちのワンコの名前も。
ああ、それは本人から聞いておる。
He told me.
さやか殿が母上に殿田丸じゃないと嫌だと言ったのであろう。
Oh no, she's too stunned to speak. Oh, we really have to get going. I'll see you at school, okay? Daika just stood there, looking confused. I pulled Yukimaru's arm and rushed us away from her. Tell her, please. I pulled him along as we ran. If we've made it this far, we should be okay. I stopped to catch my breath and then glared at Yukimaro. Seriously, could you not act so weird? What do you mean he told you?
そのままである。殿だまるに昨日聞いたまで。我は動物の言葉がわかるのでな。
There you go, bring up the god thing. You really have incredible powers. Actually, it did seem like they were having a conversation yesterday. I figured he was just joking around, but he actually talked to him.
まあ特殊かもしれん。他のあやかしにはできまいて。
Other spirits can't do it, then they made him seem even more divine. He could read auras too. That doesn't seem like a normal skill either.
しかし主様は走るのが遅いの。運動は違うか。
I heard him say that made me wonder something. Before, when I was talking about the sky, you said that wasn't right. Why?
主様が好きなものを気で探っておるのだ。母上に言うたであろう。
Oh.
若いうちは興味のある分野の学問を学び、友との青春を楽しみ、いろいろな経験を積むのがいい。
But I'm interested in. So is he testing to see if she was interested in science? He was trying to find my potential. That's why he was reading my aura in various situations. I guess I should have figured he was doing something like that.
主様もそういう未来を願ったと言うておったではないか。だから学ぶ分野を探すための今日なのだ。
You're right. Yukimaro always thinks about me first. More than that, he remembered what I told my mother. Yukimaro seemed to remember everything.
大学をいくら調べ、いくら資料を見ても学ぶ分野しか書かれていないのなら、今の主様には無意味。主様に必要なのはさまざまなものに触れ、疑問や興味を抱くこと。もっと学びたいという意欲が見つかるように。
I was at a loss for words. Yukimaro is absolutely right. All this time, I've only done research on college majors and course contents. I never even considered whether they were subjects or activities I actually wanted to pursue. Yukimaro seems to understand what I really need. Honestly, the fact that Gohara called Yukimaro a god doesn't feel the least bit surprising anymore. Yukimaro, you're like a god. The word almost slipped out, but I stopped myself. I need to focus on myself right now. After all, Yukimaro has been putting me first and helping me figure out my career path.
主様、大丈夫かの？
Yes, I'm fine. Let's get going.
そうじゃな。
There's that word again. As we set out, Yukimaro naturally took my hand.
いざ、主様の自分探しへ。
It's kind of embarrassing when you shout like that.
なんじゃ、良いではないか。気合が入ったであろ
う。Maybe you're right. But it was still a little embarrassing. With Yukimaro, things just felt different. I'm happy to have someone to take my hand like this. Someone to help me find my path forward. With Yukimaro, I felt confident that I could find a life I truly wanted. The warmth of his hand was comforting. Overwhelmed with happiness, I gripped his hand tighter and Yukimaro glanced down at me.
主様、急にそのようにされると心が跳ねるではないか。
Mine already did. You're such a dependable spirit, Yukimaro. Trying to hide my feelings from him seemed pointless. I shared exactly how I felt, and suddenly Yukimaro just blinked silently back at me.
ああ、意味が分かって言っておるのではないな。
No, you mustn't not to know.
これは参った。天然物か。
Huh? What do you mean? I asked for clarification, but Yukimaro remained silent. He only offered me a kind, reassuring smile. I know, look at that face. It's so adorable. Master is finally thinking about her future. No longer are her smiles fake, but true ones from the heart. It's all going very well. This is good. Not only that, she's relying on me to help her find her path. Well, I've been keeping an eye on Toka, and I've been trying to steer things in this direction, so it's only natural. Suddenly, I felt restless and looked down at my hand. She was gripping it firmly in hers. Unlike mine, her hand was pale and thin. I felt a squeeze in my heart. Ah, this is all her fault. Making me feel all these emotions. It was like a scene from an anime or drama. I couldn't slow my beating heart.
主様、恨むぞ。
Huh? I tightened my grip on her hand a little more, and she gasped as she looked up at me. Her cheeks seemed to flush pink. Yukimaro, that kind of hurts. She tried to let go of my hand, but I wasn't about to let her off that easily. Opportunities like these don't come often.
話してなるものか。
Why? Then could you please at least hold my hand normally, like this? I tried to pull Master's hand towards me, but she took my hand and gently rearranged our grip. She didn't hesitate and did it with such ease that it made me incredibly happy.
もっとギュッとしてほしいのだ。さっきのように。
I should have been content with this alone, but I wanted to feel the same joy as before. I couldn't help but ask for more. Like this? Astra looked a bit troubled, but gripped my hand tighter. Once again, her cheeks turned pink. When you ask me to do it again, I start feeling embarrassed. He's going crazy. Her grip was stronger than before. Feeling like I might fall, I stood firm. It's because you look so adorable. Why can't he say his inner monologues? I can't bear to let go of this hand. It was a guardian spirit's duty to ensure their master's happiness and guide them forward. But she seemed so oblivious to my strife and simply walked on with our hands joined. I don't want these days to end. What should I do? For now, I must focus on Master's future. Regardless of the outcome, I'm determined to see her happy. Every other character, they get to voice act their own monologues, but whatever. Fine, I guess. Together we decided I might get a better idea of what I should do by exposing myself to the diverse range of people and things. With that decision made, we arrived in a nearby train station surrounded by various shops and activities. There was a library and an office with documents dating way back to Narimiga Hama's history. We searched through each place. Alright, nothing really stands out to me. Despite having wandered through the various places, nothing really seemed to make an impression. Nothing truly captured my interest, nor did anything seem appealing enough for me to want to delve further into it. I really thought changing my perspective on this would help. I was visibly disappointed and Yukimaro gave my shoulder a comforting tap.
なーに、一日で見つかるとは思っておらぬ。そう落ち込むでな。お
Oh? Huh? Yukimaro seemed to have spotted something interesting and paused in the middle of the conversation. Is it food? I followed his gaze to a vibrant poster on the shopping mall's wall.
なんと、これは美味しそうじゃ。
I knew it. Oh, I see. It was a poster for a cafe that recently opened in the shopping mall, showcasing a variety of adorable parfaits. It is almost lunchtime, and I am starting to feel hungry. Yukimaro, it's time for lunch. How about we head back home? We weren't too far away, and after eating lunch at home, we could set out again. Despite my suggestion, Yukimaro remained captivated by the parfaits on the poster. He must be craving a parfait. I quickly considered how much I had in my wallet. Still have some money left. Yukimaro had been such a great help to me, I felt only right to treat him. But if I'm going to treat him, I prefer to take him somewhere I know is really good. and nudged Yukimaro back to reality with a tug on his sleeve. He turned to look at me. There's this place I actually recommend more than this one. Let's go there.
良いのか
Rather than Yukimaro tore his gaze from the poster and quickly grabbed my hand. I am sure. He got so close I instinctively took a step back. It's like he acts on nothing but instinct. How is he not embarrassed being so close? Well, he is a guardian spirit in training. His only goal is to bring me joy.
我の主様が主様でよかったのじゃ
It's just a parfait. It's not that big of a deal. Stop trying to butter me up.
大げさではないのだでも本当に良いのか我は人間のお金は持ち合わせておらぬが
It's fine. I've been wanting to treat you to something anyway. You've been such a big help. I honestly told him how I felt and Yukimaro suddenly started to quiver. Huh? What's the matter?
我にそのようにしてくれるなんてはあ
That sounds like something Seiya would say. It seemed my words deeply affected him. He's so sincere. I really love that about him. Wait, but that's not like a romantic love, right? Right? Dang it, Verities. Why? It's ruined the word right for me. I'm sorry if none of you guys have watched Marinice's Root in Cupid Parasite, but he says right at the end of most things. And he says it the same way every time. I can't say it though without laughing, so it just just comes out wrong for me. Yeah, anyway.
主様どうしたのだ
I forgot what she even said. It's not romantic love, right? Yeah. Nothing. Let's just get going. I pulled Yukimaro's hand and decided to take him to my favorite cafe. We took a seat by the window and ordered 2 of the parfaits Yukimaro had his eyes on. The parfaits here were always affordable, but very delicious and beautifully crafted. If I am going to treat him to something, I want it to be really good. After about 10 minutes, our eagerly awaited parfaits arrived, delighting both Yukimaro and me.
ごゆっくりどうぞ。
The parfait was overflowing with vibrant ruby red strawberries and generously topped with freshly made whipped cream. It was my favorite dessert, and I was sure Yukimaro would love it too. Seeing the colorful parfait before him, Yukimaro's eyes sparkled as he finally grasped his spoon with trembling hands.
ふおーなんと色鮮やかなことよ見事じゃこのようなものを食す日が来ようとは
We're gonna get a screenshot of them eating parfaits, because that would be fun. You really are that impressed by it.
感動せずにいられるものか今日この日を永遠に忘れぬ
With a declaration of joy, Yukimaro returned to gazing at his parfait.
あーこの山盛りのクリームまるで雪景色じゃ
I like he says that so passionately as he's blushing. It's really funny.
ワクワクが止まらぬこの胸の高鳴りどうしてくれようか
Okay, that passion is a little bit more jarring, but Yukimaro's over-the-top reaction to the parfait made me chuckle, and I could see his enthusiasm was genuine. There's ice cream inside. It's going to melt, so why don't we dig in?
では実食じゃ
Yukimaro nodded with gusto and plunged his spoon into the parfait. He meticulously scooped up the whipped cream and savored it with an air of elegance. I mirrored him, taking a spoonful for myself. This is happiness, so good.
ほわ甘美なるクリームが我の中で舞い踊るこのような幸せな心地になるとは
Sweet cream fairies.
幸福を運ぶ座敷わらしも白旗を振ってしまう勢いじゃ
Sitting on of you. Is this some kind of food review? His commentary was so enthusiastic, he could make a food critic blush. This is so funny. He relished bite after bite, his bliss unmistakable. The couple next to us noticed and began whispering. Concerned we might be causing a disturbance, I tensed as they summoned the server. Oh.
すみません。隣の人と同じパフェをください。
That's really funny. I guess watching someone enjoy their meal so much makes you want the same thing. Yukimaro, oblivious to the couple's order, continues savoring his dessert. I found it so assuming that I started laughing.
突然どうしたというのじゃ
Glaring at you. Because it's so funny, it's never boring when I'm with you, Yukimaro.
よくわからぬが、主様が楽しいのなら良きじゃ。
Don't get what's happening. Yukimaro continued to enjoy his parfait. His comments were plentiful as the whipped cream. Then a bit embarrassed by his enthusiasm, I hurried to finish my own parfait. I finished paying and we both stepped outside. Yukimaro looked at me and bowed deeply.
美味なるものを地層になって感謝する。
You're very, very, very welcome. I'm glad you enjoyed it so much. Seeing him so happy made me happy too. I couldn't stop a smile from forming on my lips. Yukimaro clasped his hand over his chest, his eyes shining as he did so.
はあ、ミサ殿は最高じゃな。大好きであるぞ。
What was he doing? Yukimaro tried to hug me, but I dodged as he rushed closer.
ねえ、釣れないの。
You're tough to catch. Because Yukimaro might not think much of it, but it was different for me. When he got so close, I felt shy, and I couldn't help but to get wrapped up in that feeling. He said he loved me, and he used my name. I know, he's sending her all the mixed signals. I realize he probably doesn't know what that means to me, so I shouldn't read too much into it. Yukimaro only said that because I treated him to a parfait. Things felt strange since last night. I'd become so aware of Yukimaro. I know, because he said all those things to you. I wonder if that means my feelings for Yukimaro are changing. But I can't think of him that way, knowing that someday we'll have to say goodbye. As I mulled over these thoughts, Yukimaro's expression suddenly shifted.
主様、そのような気を放つとは。まさか、我を意識して。
You read your aura? Huh? Oh, that's right, he can read my aura. No, you can't. Please, you shouldn't do that. Don't read my aura.
そう強がらなくても良いのだぞ、ミサ殿。
He used her name, and he's teasing her. His smile wasn't innocent. It looked like he had something else to say, and that annoyed me. Am I the only one feeling stressed and out of place? Don't touch me or call me by my name anymore. Wow, she's like getting mad at him. Aww. When I said that, Yukimaro looked so shocked and nearly stumbled backwards.
なんでじゃ。小春や東花殿には許しているくせに。
No, I haven't told them it's okay either. They just do it on their own. And more to the point, I don't feel anything when they do it. It's because it's you, Yukimaro. I can't handle it.
じゃあ、我も勝手にするのだ。
No. I say no to only you.
我だけ。
Aw, poor Yukimaro.
くっつくし呼ぶのだ。なんと言われようと我も。
お前ら、何をギャーギャー騒いでいる。
He sounds so annoyed. I turned in a panic to see Koharu dressed in his western clothes.
だってミサ殿が。
Yukimaro pouted and complained like a child. I hurried to intervene. Oh, it's nothing. We were just disagreeing about something, that's all. Unlike Yukimaro, who was making a fuss, Koharu seemed uninterested as he turned to me.
ふん。ま、なんでもいいけどよ。ミサ、ちゃんと昼飯は食ったのか？
Is that his first time saying her name too?
ミサって今ミサって名前で
I guess so. Gosh, Yukimaro, quiet down.
うるさいちゃんと
As for my lunch, Koharu, it wasn't really a meal, but I did eat.
なんだそりゃ。ちゃんと食わないと頭回らねえぞ。
Koharu patted my head as he said that.
これ小春そんな風にして触れるでない
He's gonna be so jealous now.
は？何言ってやがる。いつもしてるだろうが。なあ、ミサ。
Although I didn't want to respond, I nodded yes. That sent Yukimaro into an even deeper frenzy and he crumbled to the floor. This isn't what I wanted.
なんだ？このジメジメしたカビみてえなのは。
You came in and complicated things. That's what's up.
とりあえず、一旦家に帰るぞ。昼飯を作ってやる。
Okay, thank you. Hey, Yukimaro, let's head home now. He looks pouty. I called out to him, but he merely pouted, looked away, and stood up. Seeing him like that pained my heart. This is all my fault. Aw, is he leaving without even saying anything? I knew I had hurt him. Yeah, if he's not saying anything, he is definitely hurt. But I couldn't compromise on some things. I didn't want him to read my aura, especially when he could see my feelings towards him. And so, without resolving much of anything, we headed home. Oh, I feel so bad for him. Upon our return, Kohara began preparing lunch. I offered to help, but he insisted that he enjoyed cooking and preferred to do it himself. Kohara's cooking was always delicious, so I was glad that he was making lunch, but for some reason I felt guilty about it. I wish I could at least do something to help. I took out the plates and glanced over to find Yukimaro sitting on the sofa. He stared at the TV, lost in thought. It's like his soul is gone.
ありゃダメだな。仕方ねえ。午後からは俺が付き合ってやる。
Kohara, having noticed Yukimaro's pathetic state, offered his support. Suddenly, from out of nowhere, Toka appeared.
僕もです。僕も手伝うです。
While it was generous of them to offer, I wasn't really in the mood to go out with all of them. Thank you both, I really appreciate that. I glanced at Yukimaro again, but he seemed oblivious to our conversation. Normally, Yukimaro would have jumped in and declared, "That's my role." I sighed loudly and I felt kind of lonely. I was the one who started the argument, so it felt wrong to have these kinds of feelings.
遠慮するのはダメですよ。僕はあなたを手伝える時が来るのを待っていたです。それで、ゆきまろさんとは何をしていたです？
I really don't want to go with him. Despite my thoughts, I didn't want to dismiss Toga's offer to help either. I explained how Yukimaro was helping me discover what I liked. The two of them suggested we try visiting another location in the afternoon. I felt guilty and couldn't stop thinking about Yukimaro. In the afternoon, we visited various places around town. The sun had set by the time we returned. Toga was summoned away by someone, so he had to leave midway. As I walked beside Koharu, I sighed.
心ここにあらずって感じだったな。
Oh, I'm sorry. I know you came out to help me.
別に謝らなくてもいい。お前の進路のことは、俺もトーカも気になっていたからな。
I was deeply grateful for the sentiment. What am I doing? Letting myself get so wrapped up in this personal stuff. I felt so bad that I couldn't look him in the eye.
雪丸が原因なんだろ。何があったか知らねえが、あいつがああまでなるのは珍しいぞ。
I know. You're gonna have to be nice to him. Yukimaro was always smiling and full of energy. I never seen him so quiet. Seeing him in a daze like that was unusual. It was a first for me. What should I do? As I thought through all of this, I saw my sister at the crosswalk.
あ、ミサー、お姉様のお帰りだぞ
Hi, how was your day? You're off early. What's up?
やっとディスプレイが完成してさ。ここのところずっと遅かったから今日は特別に早上がりってわけ。
I did notice sis had been coming home really late these past few weeks.
こちらの方は？
Oh, this is Kohara. We recently met.
へえ、男の知り合いね。
My sister stared him down, making even Koharu flinch.
どうも。
この子の姉の翼です。それで妹とはどこでどうやって知り合ったんですか？
Before she gets the wrong idea, I need to find a way to play this off. She showed me around at an open college campus tour.
で、今日はどうして？
We hit it off really well, and we're taking a walk around the block. Wow, that's Tsubasa for you. Unlike Sayaka, who casually accepted anything, my sister wanted all the details. I was about to elaborate when Kohara interrupted.
彼女の進路のことです。
Huh? I looked up at Koharu.
今日は相談に乗っていたんです。どこにするか考えあぐねていると聞いたもので。でもまあ、彼女なら進む道を定められると思っています。
Koharu. He didn't just play it off or lie, he was serious as he met my sister's gaze. I felt deeply grateful for him.
そうでしたか。妹がお世話になりました。これからも相談に乗ってやってください。あなたのような人がいてよかった。
Sis. They wanted what was best for me. Their sentiment warmed my heart.
はい。それじゃあ、俺はこれで。
No, thank you for today. As I saw Koharu off, my sister looked on, appearing content.
なるほどね。あの人、小春さんだったか。
Huh?
ほら、前に母さんと喧嘩してあんたが家を飛び出した時。あんた、さやかじゃない人に話を聞いてもらったって言ってただろ？
Oh. But honestly, I'm okay now. I found someone to confide in.
え？でもあんたしかいなかったじゃん。あ、さやかにでも電話したのか？
No, it's someone new I could talk to. I told them a lot and it really helped me calm down. Come to think of it, she's right.
あの人がそうなんだろ？
Yes, him and one other person. Yukimaro.
そっか。どんな人なんだろうなって気になってたから会えてよかったよ。小春さんなら大丈夫そうだな。まだ挨拶程度だからわからないけどさ。
Yeah, he and the other person are both very dependable. Hearing that, my sister gave a warm smile. I don't have to bear anything alone. I have so many people already to support me. Koharu, Toga, and Yukimaro. Yukimaro, I wonder if he's feeling better now. Probably not, huh? I know, you need to go apologize to him. I realized that merely giving him space wouldn't be enough for him to forgive me. It wasn't that simple. When I get home, I need to apologize. I didn't want things to stay awkward between us. I need to adjust my attitude. I should try not to see him in a romantic way. It would be tough, but I figured it would be okay since my feelings for him were so new. Whether my feelings for him were romantic or not, I couldn't tell, but I felt like I might have been starting to fall for him. What's so wrong with a little secret crush? With that, I returned home with my sister. There wasn't anything wrong with it until he figured it out. His mom came home early that day. We all got to enjoy a meal together. After getting home, I was concerned about Yukimaro and looked for him, but he was nowhere to be found. I wonder where he went. I was anxious something might have happened. After dinner, I decided to search for Yukimaro outside.
そうだ、さっき言い忘れてた。出来上がったディスプレイ見に来いよ。進路決めの休憩がてらにさ。いいだろ、母さん。
Oh. The last time this topic came up, she...
ちょっと翼、あまりミサを振り回さないでちょうだい。
Way back in the prologue. Back then, she had scolded my sister and looked so angry. I fearfully stole a glance at my mom, but instead of being mad, she offered us a sad smile.
ええ、いいんじゃないかしら。あまり根を詰めても仕方ないのだしね。
A pang of guilt hit my heart. But according to both Toga and Yukimaro, Mom is...
昨夜と先ほどの母上の表情。あれはあなたの思っているようなものではない。目に見えるものが全てではない。母上の言葉を覚えておるだろう。お主がお主自身で切り開けるよう願っていた。相手を思うあまり考えすぎていけない。素直に捉えていいこともあるのだぞ。
What's really going on through Mom's mind? Is she sad? Is she not? I need to figure this out. Hey, Mom. There's something I've been meaning to ask you. I decided to press on even though I was nervous. It's about my career path. Are you really okay with me deciding for myself? Mom's expression turned sorrowful as she pondered, searching for the right words.
あなた自身で自由に決めてほしい。信じてもらえないかもしれないけれど、今は心からそう思っているわ。私はあなたが自分のことを考える時間を奪ってしまった。あなたのことを振り回してしまったのよ。
Mom. She sighed deeply, seeming to come to a decision, then turned to look at both me and my sister.
実はね、お父さんに叱られてしまったの。こんなこと言っても信じてくれないだろうけれど、お父さんがね、夢枕に立ったのよ。
夢枕って、父さんが会いに来たってこと？
Seeing my mother nod, both my sister and I were at a loss for words. Before, I wouldn't have believed her, but now, given everything I've seen, I totally believed her. After all, I too had interacted with spirits and gods.
お父さんにね、こう言われたの。あの子の好きにさせてやりなさいって。
Dad. Hearing her say this, I said a silent prayer. Thank you, Dad. You really are watching over me, aren't you?
私、そういう話は信じてないんだよね。幽霊とか心霊現象とかさ。でも、母さんの話は信じられる。
She said that with a big smile. Me too. I believe you too. Mom seemed relieved to hear us say that, offering us a smile in return. I realized it must have taken her a bit of courage to share that with us.
ミサ、そして翼も。お母さんに付き合わせてしまって辛かったわよね。本当にごめんなさい。
Her smile was melancholic, and I suddenly felt like I understood everything. Mom looked sad because she felt guilty.
って言われても、私は我が道を進めてるし。
Trying to lighten the mood, my sister spoke with her usual cheerful smile, making us all laugh.
あとはあんただね。今日も進路の相談に乗ってもらってたみたいだけど、ほら、さっきの小春さん。
Oh, right, but it's not just Koharu.
あら、雪丸さんに相談しているんじゃなかったかしら？
All these boys. Yes, both of them are helping me.
雪丸。そっちはまだ会ったことないな。母さんはあるの？
ええ、あるわ。雪丸さんはミサのことをとても考えてくれている人よ。
へえ、そうなのか。でも小春さんも親身になって相談に乗ってくれてる感じがしてさ。てか、小春さんって何気にいい男だったよな。たくましくて包容力がありそうっていうの？
What? Why are you checking him out?
そりゃそうだろうが。妹のそばにいる男なんだぞ。もしかしたら関係が進むかもしれないじゃん。
That will never happen with Koharu.
まったく翼ったら進路の相談に乗ってくれている方よ。いい男なのは関係ないでしょ。
At least mom gets it.
まあでもどんな方なのか親として気になることだし、一度お母さんにも会わせなさい。
I almost expected her to ask about Yukimaro instead. Mom, just when I finished yelling.
みんな小春がいいのか。あー
Oh, he feels so insecure. I feel bad for him. What? When did Yukimaro get back? Yukimaro in his spirit form screamed out loud and then ran out of the living room. Oh, seriously, he just got home too. Yay, go comfort him. I told my mom and sis I needed to make an important phone call and ran out of the house. Yukimaro had already managed to run ahead, yet somehow I managed to keep up. I nearly lost sight of him multiple times, but I desperately continued on. Eventually, I caught up to him. Oh, I know that he's annoying sometimes, but seeing him like this just breaks my heart. Yukimaro was sitting on the stairs and he let out a long sigh. Yukimaro. I called out to him, making him jump, but he didn't look my way. Feeling the pain in my heart, I silently sat down next to him. You're still mad at me, huh?
怒ってんなどいないのだ。ただ、主様がわからぬので混乱しておる。
This is all my fault. He's making me want to cry. Knowing I was the source of his confusion, I realized I needed to explain things to him. But I hesitated, wondering if I should be honest. No, I have to tell him or he won't understand. I made up my mind to tell him the truth. Whenever you call me by my name, something stirs in my heart. I mean, you usually call me Master. Yukimaro's head tilted curiously, and I shyly met his gaze.
どちらがいいのだ？主様なのか、それともミサ殿なのか。
Which do I prefer? I hadn't given it much thought. Master would keep things between us the same. Yet being called by my name made me flustered. It was a peculiar feeling, unsettling yet sweet. But even so, I replied, albeit softly, Maybe, I think I like it if you call me by my name. This is so embarrassing. Unable to meet Yukimaro's gaze, I looked down. Acknowledging that only made me realize just how much I cared about him. How's he going to take this? Finally, I dared to look up at him. He's so cute. He's got the most innocent puppy face ever. Like, I don't want to leave like this shot right here. He's just so cute and innocent. His cheeks seemed to be a little pink. I immediately looked away, my heartbeat thumping in my ears. Thundering, sorry. I just decided I would try to keep this from him. If I look at him now, I'd get my hopes up.
それならミサ殿と呼ばせてもらうのだ。
Yukimaro smiled, appearing bashful. Seeing him smile made my heart tighten. I noticed him reach out his hand towards me and he gently patted my head, stroking my hair. It was such a simple gesture, yet I reacted strongly, my shoulders jolting. I could only imagine how red my face was.
これくらいの触れ合いなら良いであろう。
I'm not gonna get in trouble. Oh. It was the first time he'd ever asked, the first time he'd ever considered my feelings like that. It showed me how much he cared for me, that alone made my heart beat faster. I timidly nodded, Yukimaro's face relaxed, looking relieved.
我はそなたにくっつくたび胸がポカポカするのじゃ。日だまりのように暖かく優しい空気をまとっておるからだろうか。
I met his gaze directly, his eyes filled with kindness. Okay, so it's feel uneasy, so we're gonna feel surprised first. I feel surprised around you. You always do it so suddenly. Yukimaro looked as if he was deep in thought, then he clasped his hands as if struck by an idea.
ふむ。では、宣言すればよいのだな。これからくっつくぞ、と。
That seems weird. It's like, I'm going to pat your head. Pat, pat, pat. What? Yukimura seemed really pleased with this idea. He seemed ready to adopt it immediately. It won't really change the fact that I still get nervous even after he warns me. Yukimura didn't seem to mind me being lost in thought as he moved to sit one step above me. Maybe we can go back up now. Alright, we're gonna feel uneasy. I feel uneasy about it. I just can't help getting nervous around you, Yukimaro. Opening up about my feelings caused Yukimaro's hand to freeze.
それは、良い意味でなのか？
Well, I racked my brain searching for the right words, but in the end, I could only find the truth. I think I'm starting to have feelings for you. Yukimaro seemed caught off guard by my admission. His expression shifted from surprise to a troubled smile.
なるほど。我も、そうらしい。
What? Does that mean he feels the same way? Yukimaro didn't seem to mind me being lost in thought as he moved to sit one step above me. Oh, I'm glad I stopped it. I don't want to be spoiled with the CG. She's not embarrassed this time, she likes it. Being gently hugged from behind, my heart raced. His arms easily wrapped around me, heightening my awareness of him as a man. I felt so overwhelmed I thought I might faint, but I couldn't bring myself to push him away. Yukimaro, you're laughing too much. While I was tense, Yukimaro laughed joyfully. That eased my anxiety.
嬉しくて、仕方ないのじゃ。ようやく、そなたとこうしていられてな。離れている時が永遠に感じたのだぞ。
Oh, I felt like an eternity. You're exaggerating. Though I dismissed him, I shared his feelings. His absence made me uneasy and lonely, which is why this moment brought me so much joy. His presence was always uplifting, and I loved how honest he was about his feelings with me. Maybe I really do like Yukimaro.
ふむ。気持ちをもっと隠した方が良いのか？小春のように。
Koharu?
そなたもだが、姉上も母上も小春を大層気に入っている様子だったからの。負けていられぬ。
I guess what he heard in the living room before really bothered him. You don't have to worry about Koharu at all. It's hard to explain, but because it's you, my feelings, I get all mixed up. While Koharu was important to me as someone who supported me, the feeling was different. I'm not good at explaining this. I wish I could better express to Yukimaro how I feel about him. As I struggled to find the right words, Yukimaro started laughing.
なるほど。我だから胸がざわめくということじゃな。
You know, every other time they have trouble expressing it in words, they just kiss the other person. Can you not say it like that? Please stop.
そなたはわがままじゃの。だが、そうしてくれた方がいい。これからは隠さずに見せてくれ。そなたの感情や気持ちがどんなものであれ、我は受け止めよ
う。Yukimaro.
昼間のようなことはもうこりごりじゃ。そなたとはこうしていたいからの。
I feel the same way. I know we're going to part ways someday. That's why I hesitated to express myself. At least that's how I felt before. I wanted to accept Yukimaro's offer.
ミサ殿、 約束をくれぬか？我の前では素直でいると。
As I heard his request, my wavering feelings began to solidify. I promise. Yukimaro's grip tightened and he pulled me even closer. I didn't know how much longer we would have together, but at least we had these moments. We continued our embrace, confirming our feelings for each other under the starry night sky. Aw, so romantic. On our way home, I hoped for some privacy with her, but Misa's mother was concerned and called, so we had no choice but to head back. Walking towards her house, I glanced at Misa's hand. Oh, I want to hold it. I began to fidget, feeling an overwhelming urge to take her hand. But I hesitated, knowing Misa might scold me if I was too forward with her. I didn't want a repeat of the earlier experience. The thought of being separated from her again filled me with dread. It was a loneliness so profound it felt like a gaping hole in my heart. Before I didn't think twice before touching Misa. Now with my feelings changing, it was complicated. Love, such a peculiar thing. The most baffling and heart-wrenching of all phenomena to exist in this world.
胸が痛い。
I murmured as Misa stopped, worried. What's wrong? Are you okay? Oh, Misa's concerned about me. How adorable is that? I craved her caring gaze even more.
手をつないでくれれば治るのだが。
Misa blushed, her eyes shifting away. Maybe that was too forward. Her hand grasped mine tightly. My spirits lifted to the heavens. like this. Her touch warmed my heart instantly.
すっかり気分が晴れたようだ。
We both laughed, sharing a moment of joy. Ah, this warmth, this comfort. I hate to ruin the moment, but since he is invisible, how does that look where she's holding an invisible person's hand? You would think that the person was weird. I don't know. If only it could last forever. I found myself wishing to stay in this gentle light forever. Speaking of lights, the light cityscape. End of chapter. Yay, I knew it. That's how these chapters have been ending now. It's like right after a perspective change, it's going to end. Ever since I forgot his name. Ever since Manami. How can I forget Manami? Jeez, that's like my second favorite route. Anyway, even though the feelings came on abruptly, they're so cute together. They're both I wouldn't really say he's shy, he's more naive and innocent than shy, but he's got the cutest embarrassment face, blushing face, whatever you want to call it. It's the cutest face out of every guy. I think it's because he looks worried whenever he does it. Seiya always looked happy. Manami had a cute blush too. Ohara's, whenever he gets embarrassed, he looked annoyed. Anyway, even though the root's kind of meh, the romance in it is super adorable. It's up there with Kuroha level cuteness. And after a possessive and dominating person like Manami, this is a nice change of pace. Anyway, that's the end of this episode. I have one more to record tonight. So if you guys did enjoy, drop a like down below and or subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.